Live, baby. Yeah. There's not too many players. What the hell?
What are you doing?
I'm adding a player. I'm adding McLaren.
You're adding McLaren. Over whom?
Dropping Manuel Sanders.
How many teams are in that league?
10. Or wait. 12 teams, I think.
12 team.
I don't really want to start him. Josh Jacobs. But I don't know who to pick up. There's not much of running back. It's a decent league. I mean, there's anytime any running back goes off, they pick him up immediately. Similar to our league, I would say the best running back available is probably who's Wayne Gallman.
He's
Heck has he done?
Barkley's backup.
Replacement? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I warmed up to him a little bit just because of Daniel Jones. Yeah, we're live and I'm filling my mouth. Nice. There's a little buffer. We're a couple minutes behind. But we are rolling.
Rolling?
We're rolling. So I see Taylor Gabriel sitting there with 35.6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
Twenty
flash in the pan.
29.2 of which came last week.
Flash in the pan.
It's projected. He is plus 7% owned since yesterday in Yahoo Fantasy, and I will
Go
pass.
figure. Go figure. He's a flash in the pan.
Minshew is out there. You think about streaming quarterbacks in this league at all? I've got Deshaun Watson, so not really. I would have done it.
I've got Watson too.
I really like. You gotta like Hardman until Tyreek Hill comes back. How do you not play him?
He is Tyreek Hill. It's just a different
Wow,
jersey number.
Hill's a little more
Poor
special, but that role,
he's a poor
yeah,
man. He's a poor man's Tyreek Hill.
yeah. I mean, he only
Because
had
Tyreek
4 and 2 catches. He's him and
Tyreek Hill's
Demarcus
a risky.
Robinson equal Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill should be pretty special the rest of the way when he does get back on the field. He's gonna demand a lot of targets. I would think. Sounds
We'll
like he's
see
coming
though. I
back
mean,
fairly quick.
because he's got a job. That's on the line. These two young guys have come through big time for Kansas City.
I don't think Tyreek Hill's in any way, shape, or form got any job security issues.
Unless he gets in some trouble again.
I don't remember him getting in trouble. It seems to me like everything disappeared when his wife was found out to be a liar. I mean, that's my personal take on it. It
Yeah.
didn't it
Well,
pretty much break that she was trying to set him up and she failed miserably?
I don't know. I don't
That
know
was,
anything about that information.
you know, maybe I'm just
I
making
know
it
he's.
up in my own head. Tyreek Hill is rock solid. Didn't he just sign a new
I
contract? He just signed a
no, he
deal.
did.
Yes, he
No, he
did.
didn't.
John, come on now. Tyreek Hill contract extension. Google News. Tools sorted by date. Posted one day ago, a couple days ago. Maybe I should go back to not by date. Right here. Chiefs, 3 weeks ago. Chiefs Tyreek Hill agreed to 3-year, $54 million extension. Rock solid. Where's he going? Well, Hardman is nothing. Watkins is nothing. It's going to be Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and whichever running back is a hot hand, or two of them if none of them are hot.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. I just don't think he'll do as well as last year.
Tyreek Hill
No.
in that offense, what? Oh, come on. We just had the talk. He's best quarterback ever.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
He's the best quarterback ever now, yeah.
Well, I
He's no
mean,
Aaron Rodgers. He's
overall,
no Aaron he's no Aaron Rodgers from 5 years ago.
I don't know any quarterback that's put on the show that he has. I think he's more athletically gifted than Rodgers. Certainly
He's
more
probably more
durable.
well, I mean, aside from the last couple of years, Rodgers is a pretty durable quarterback.
Oh, I thought he broke his collarbone in his second year when they were on the way to a Super Bowl run or something like that. Missed a few
No.
games when Mr. Who's quarterback that the Packers made out on, the last quarterback that had Mr. Flynn? Was it Flynn?
Matt Flynn.
Yeah. No, what
That
year
was
was
about
that?
5 or 6 years ago, I think. He's got two broken collarbones, broken leg. That's all within the last 5 years.
Anyone's susceptible to that, though. Really, looks like I need
No,
to find
exactly.
a tight end big time. I have Jared Cook and Noah Fant, and both of them have to go. So Hardman will replace Fant. Go add a player. Who's a good tight end play this week? Let's go find a
I don't
tight
know.
end in Yahoo. Jordan Akins, not in love with. Ooh, Mr. Ebron is might not be too bad. There's Darren Fells, Jack Doyle. I can't believe both those guys are there. Either one of them's better than Cook right now.
Yeah.
What about
Doyle's
Mr. Demetrius
Doyle's a
Harris?
good.
No.
No. Don't buy into the hype.
Oh, you know who I'm going to go out and get is Mr. Herndon. And I'm going to win this league with Chris Herndon because he is available. And after this week's bye, there'll be a bunch of news about his return. I would like to believe. What do we got? Suspended. Come on, you got to have some news on a guy. They don't say anything other than suspended. Wasn't it 4 weeks?
Probably.
Options to fill your tight end from one day ago, New York Post. At roughly. He'll be returning at roughly the same time Darnold returns from mono, it says. That doesn't tell me. Oh, Benjamin Watson is returning in week 5. We talked about that. Oh no, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Edelman is questionable for this week.
Yeah, he's still got another week to go, unfortunately. So pick up Ben Watson.
Stash him, baby.
Yeah, and I thought I already got rid of Noah Fant. Didn't I just do that? Or am I? Didn't waivers already process?
Not sure.
Player is pending in a pending transaction. All right. DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Jared Cook, gone.
Or as Jeff from our other league would say, Alvin Robertson.
Why is Noah Fant in a different? I don't get that. It allowed me to pick up Watson, but Fant is still there.
That's odd.
You have, that is really odd. Oh, wait. There it was. I just saw it. That's my waiver. My number one waiver for September 28th. What is the date today? The 25th. I don't understand why. He's been added 95,295 times.
Who has?
And McCole Hardman.
Wow.
I don't understand why he has to clear waivers. Create claim will be reflected for week 4 on Saturday, September 28th. That's bizarre. I still need to find a
Hmm.
starting tight end this week. And I have McLaurin, Devin Singletary, Darwin Thompson, cut Darwin Thompson. I have David Johnson, Frank Gore, Kerryon Johnson. I am lacking at running back. Maybe I should. Is Allen
Pick up running back.
Robinson worth anything? Is it, I mean, 13, 6, and 9? That's not a lot in Yahoo leagues. Not when you have DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, DJ Moore. What did DJ Moore do the last week?
What did he have last week?
And 9, 13, and 13, basically. Robinson is 6, 9, and 13. Cut Frank Gore. Not yet, right?
Frank Gore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably have to cut Darwin Thompson and find maybe Mr. Williams is available here. Let's go see what Kansas City running back position has to offer. Running back. You finding anybody on your waivers? You
My
gotta fill the
waivers?
downtime here. Do I need to just put some music on, some nice soothing music? Get the soundboard rolling?
A lot of downtime, Brian.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be just discussing these players. Free agent only.
I'm trying to do two things at once. I can't. I have a hard time multitasking.
Where's your bubble gum?
I don't have any yet.
Not Damian Williams. How about Duke Williams? Should I go get Duke Williams? Jonathan Williams? David Williams?
Neither.
Daniel Williams? There's just not enough Williams. Max, Nick, Preston. I left Preston out there. Is he worthy of a stash? Not really. 9.9, 8.3. Not in Yahoo. Not just yet.
No.
But he is going to go off, and somebody will go get him, but then he'll return back to his 9 point weeks because it's the Dolphins. So unless you can tell me what week he's going to do that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, and a little
I'm not being
static
a
in
very
my
good.
headset. Can you even hear me on YouTube? You don't have it on, do you?
No. Where's the link?
What link?
Did,
You're gonna go to
did you
the
post a
YouTube
link in there?
channel. Yeah, we've been going for 15 minutes and talked for 15 seconds. That's all right. People can look at the web page, can look at my team, watch me
There you go.
struggle with my mouse. Akins,
Yeah, I'll be back.
Akins,
I'll be right back.
Akins. All right.
Where do I find the YouTube link?
Um, Probably just have to do the channel name. Just type in DFL 30660. There are not any tight ends. I'm gonna have to go back to, what do you think, Ebron?
Where do I find the YouTube link?
Probably just have to do You need to
Do you hear
turn that
that?
volume down. Just type in DF 30660.
Huh?
Turn that volume down. I'm hearing the huge delay.
Huh.
What's up?
Interesting. I see all your fantasy football stuff on here. Eric Ebron.
Yeah, yes, sir. What'd you think it was?
So I wish I had more information for you, Brian.
You have nothing on Eric Ebron? What about Blake Jarwin?
Blake
What about
Jarwin
Darren
sucks.
Fells? There's something about
Darren
Akins
Fells
that I do
Darren
like. I
Fells is
just
good, but
don't
he's in a
trust it.
split. How about Mr. Aiken?
2 targets, 3 targets, 5 targets. That is progression. Two
Who's that?
touchdowns. Akins.
Aiken you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess realistically, it's not a bad play
In
because
certain leagues and
Carolina's
in
given
PPR
up the
leagues.
seventh fewest fantasy points to tight ends this week. I think this is a half point PPR. Dawson Knox, 2, 4, and 4. I don't know that that's any better. I trust them
Oh,
to
really?
use him more though, and he is a rookie. So 10 targets in 3 games, 5 catches. That last week was pretty nice, but he gonna do anything against the Bills or against New England? Mm,
New England's got a good defense. They can shut
too
anybody
good.
down.
E- Ebron scored 15 touchdowns since the start of last season. That's 14
Wow.
last year and 1 this year. Raiders have
It's
allowed
pretty
10
impressive.
touchdowns to tight ends over the same time. So he scored the most, and Oakland's given up the second most. That sounds like a pretty
they're a
decent
train
play
wreck.
for the week. He's done more than Dawson Knox, and he's not going up against New England. So I'd have to say that
That's a good
this
play.
is a pretty easy call.
That's solid.
Yeah. He might be a good play. Brissett's a pretty good quarterback.
He was pretty good in New
Iran.
England. He's pretty good in Indy.
Uh-huh. I think a lot of people are surprised at how good he's done.
Be a nice backup in Green Bay.
I don't understand why these plays are going to waivers. Were those guys just cut? They must have been cut this week then.
A lot of times players get cut because of buys too.
So where do I find? I don't spend any time on this league. I don't know where all my things are. I need to find out transactions. Where are the transactions? There they are. Yes. Tevin Coleman was let go.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna go get that. Are you kidding me? His replacement scored 4 touchdowns in 2 games. That's his job when he comes back, is it not?
Tevin Coleman, yeah, he's the goal line guy.
Claim from waivers. So, I mean, definitely get rid of Darwin Thompson for him, right?
Yeah, I would agree. But Tevin Coleman, yeah.
So my two are though I got add McCole Hardman, drop Noah Fant. I need to edit that one to drop a different player.
You don't want to drop Noah Fant?
No, I have him dropped in my other pickup. Trixie, stop that. That's a good show. Cancel waiver. Sunday. Oh, that's the time, 10 a.m. So I got add Ebron, drop Fant, add Coleman, drop Thompson. So who do I cut to get Hardman? Or do I not even worry about Hardman? I have Hopkins, I have Evans, I have Allen Robinson, I have DJ Moore, I have Terry McLaurin.
I wouldn't worry about it. Not with those receivers.
With
Not
getting
unless he's going to be that
Ebron,
much better than then. Huh?
yeah, you're right. That's not worth the spot because
I mean,
really
it's a horse or
McLaurin
Pete's. If you were playing in
McLaurin
a
has
dynasty league
16
or
catches and 24 targets,
if you were playing in a
257.
dynasty league, I would say he would be a great pickup.
In that case, I would, yeah. Still don't know who I'd get rid of. Really, Frank Gore can probably go with adding Tevin Coleman, having David Johnson, and at, I don't know if I need to stash of McCole Hardman, really.
I wouldn't. You got Terry McLaurin, better player
Mhm.
at this point.
Yeah, and really, Preston Williams probably is too. I mean, maybe for this week, Hardman. That would be a good play this week as my flex. DJ Moore at Houston or McCole Hardman at Detroit with
That's
injured Rashawn Melvin.
that's an interesting call. I'd probably take go against Detroit.
So grab
So
Hardman. Get rid of Gore because Gore's playing New England. Absolutely. I need a running back this week.
you need a running
Wow.
back?
Yeah. Ouch. Coleman isn't my guy. Unless I just play Darwin Thompson and hope he gets a lot of mop up against Detroit.
It's
I
a good
mean,
possibility.
he had point 0.8 points last week.
You can only go up from there.
Can you say point 0.8 and make it plural?
0.8s.
0.8 points? No, it's 0.8 of a point, singular.
Eight, 8/10 of a points.
Yeah, yeah, that's the wrong league.
That's my.
Yikes, where do I get a running back?
How about Mr. Williams from Green Bay?
You think he's a play this week? You think
I don't
he's in
know.
this league? That's a toughie find. Maybe Gallman.
There you
No,
go.
no, I'm not interested. Maybe I might be, maybe a little bit, very little bit. Oh, let's go next 4 weeks projected. Why not? Justin Jackson on the rise, Malcolm Brown, Ito Smith with his questionable tag, Deion
I don't know
Lewis,
how Justin
Justice
Jackson could be
Hill.
in the rise.
What about a Darren Sproles against the Green Bay Packers scoring 17.83? No, that's he scored 9.8, 1.5, and point 0.4. Hmm. What about this Dare Agunbawale? Is he gonna do anything?
Daria
5.3.
Gumbawale.
Yeah, interesting. Past 4 games, tied for 113th lowest in NFL among running backs. Most points, caught all 3 of his targets, continues to be utilized as a third down back behind Barber and Jones. Unfortunately, there's nothing. Ooh, Alexander Madison. 4.9,
Alexander Hamilton.
2.5. No, Madison. Scored 11.8 against Oakland last week. He has Chicago at
That,
Chicago.
that's not
12
a
for
good play.
58 and a touchdown. It's a good player. Gus Edwards looked pretty good. He's playing
Yes.
Cleveland. I don't like that matchup. CJ Procise. 3.5 and 6.8, and Carson is fumbling. And Procise finished with 5 yards on 4 carries, 1 point. Solid 1.25, right? Pollard at New Orleans.
Tony Pollard. There you go.
Who's this Darrell Williams kid? That's what I was talking about. That's who I wanted all along at Detroit. That's what I'm talking about. Give me Darrell Williams. Is this a waiver? This is a free agent ad. Look at that luck. Goodbye, Frank Gore. Guess who's my starting running backs this weekend?
Daryl Williams.
Darrell Williams. At Detroit? Mm-hmm. Over Frank Gore against New England? Look at that. I can put him right into the lineup. Should I start the duo? Bench David
Hmm.
Johnson versus Seattle and start Darwin Thompson and Darrell Williams? I'm going up against the highest score in the league. Oh, come on. How do you like that lineup? Can you see it? So we got Deshaun
No.
Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans, David Johnson, Darrell Williams, empty at the tight end, and I'm still looking for my flex. Allen Robinson versus Minnesota. DJ Moore at Houston.
Ellen
Carry
Robinson
on
or Evan Robertson?
Robinson the second. What
Oh, okay.
about carry on
CJ.
versus Kansas City? That's Kansas City giving up ninth most fantasy points to running backs. Have a couple of running backs in that game. He handled 20
Why not?
carries for 36 yards last week. There's a
Carry on
solid
Johnson.
1.8 for you. I mean, that's a
That's awesome.
uh-huh.
1.8s.
What's the story? Where's my Detroit guys? Mm, Kansas City.
No, nowhere to be found.
20 rushes on 77% of Detroit's offensive snaps were a career high mark in the wake of CJ Anderson's midweek release. I heard CJ Anderson might be going to who are they speculating?
I'm not
New
sure.
York. New York to take the place of Gallman for so that's
For a backup,
interesting.
yeah.
That wouldn't be.
That would be a decent. I mean, he's
Mhm.
still a decent player.
So carry on would be in the mix, but actually I almost have to start carry on after the week that Mark Ingram had last week, don't I? Didn't Mark Ingram
Yeah,
go off?
he did.
Is it going to happen again? It's at home. That bodes well for him. Not going to have noise. Detroit's actually playing pretty well on offense.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you
they are.
got
They're.
McLaurin at the Giants is probably, or DJ Moore at Houston. I think I like carry on. I really do. I never thought I'd say that, but I think I do this week. Over Allen Robinson, yes. Houston is giving up fifth most to wide receivers. So I say I'm going to go against Yahoo on this. They got DJ Moore projected at 11.37. Oops. And they have carry on projected for 14.02. So I'm going to start DJ Moore. So what you do? Do the opposite. Start the guy they got projected for a lower score. I think so.
Yeah,
What has Seattle done? Do I start carry on over David? The Seahawks have allowed an average of 5.7 yards from scrimmage per touch. I think I
wow.
start David Johnson.
Yeah, their defense is hardly what it used to be.
But it does say the offensive line can't open any running lanes, and coach Cliff Kingsbury probably realizes that. The rushing numbers just haven't been there for Johnson. Was able to save his day with a 3-yard touchdown grab from Murray. Johnson will be a back end RB1 next week at home against a Seahawks defense that just got obliterated by Alvin Kamara.
Hmm.
Yeah, that probably has something to do with this 5.7. But David
Yep.
Johnson, I mean, 22.7, 7.9, and 15.5. You can't bench David Johnson. That's like an IDP bench and Damon Harrison.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good. That's a good point.
hmm
You got it going on. So hey, I got to sign off pretty soon.
Yeah, you're out of here. Well, thanks for your help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check out the rest of my leagues and see what I can come up with. No.
Yeah, I gotta finish up my waiver wire picks for my other league.
Yeah.
I got 2 guys on the list, but I gotta try to come up with a couple more.
Yeah.
So
Stop streaming. I was really hoping to get Justin on there and
well, like I said,
stream.